Minister, how best can the UK support the ITF's aim to decarbonise transport?
Well, I'm very pleased that I'm here representing the United Kingdom at this global forum. It's not just sort of working within the European Union, which we've been doing for a long time, but actually engaging with these global issues at a global level with other governments. And of course, carbon dioxide knows no borders, so it's important that every country plays its part in doing so. So it's great that we've been able to push our agenda, which is trying to get an agreement in terms of aviation emissions in September this year, and also looking further forward to maritime and shipping emissions, where we've got the IMO working internationally to move in that direction. So every single transport mode needs to play its part in reducing CO2 emissions.
Now, only this week, the UK government has promised to introduce a modern transport bill that will legislate for driverless and electric cars. Does that put the country in pole position when it comes to this exciting new technology?
Well, we're not necessarily in pole position. I hear from the Norwegians that 25% of vehicles registered in Norway are low carbon vehicles, electric vehicles, but we have made a lot of moves in the UK. We've got the grant that people can get for buying electric cars. We give people help with putting in their home charging systems, and of course in terms of vehicle excise duty, if you've got an electric car you pay no tax. So we have taken a lead, I think, within the European Union at least, at encouraging electric cars. And of course the technology, much of it's homegrown. So the Nissan Leaf, which is the leading electric car in the world, I suspect, is produced at Nissan's plant in Sunderland in the UK using UK know-how.
Driverless technology, of course, is the next big opportunity.
Yes, and I know a lot of people are sort of sceptical about how this will work, but this is about actually making vehicles more efficient and safer. And so we want to make sure that legislation is not a barrier to the introduction of some of this technology. We've already got a number of driverless features on vehicles, for example, autonomous braking systems on trucks, which are now automatic in the European Union. A lot of cars are fitted with those systems. We've got systems which prevent cars straying out of lane. So there's already quite a lot of autonomy there built into the existing vehicles. We need to make sure that as we move to the next stage that legislation doesn't hold things back, and this will be particularly about making sure that the insurance companies can understand how they can cover people when maybe they're not driving the car, when the computer's driving the car instead.
Now, this is the second year that we've interviewed you here at the International Transport Forum. Why is it such an important event for you to attend?
Well, I think since then we've had COP21, we've set ourselves these targets, and now it's about delivering. I suspect sometimes politicians think, well, somebody else will be in power when these decisions have to be implemented. We've just won the election, so we've got a 10-year shot at making sure the UK is at the forefront of introducing technologies. We said we want to be the greenest government ever, and this is about proving it here today.